We say what they can't radio.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Basketball Our Way. Happy holidays. The holidays are coming. Listen, people, spend your money on your kids. I don't want to see an outfit. I want to see toys. I like toy and cheerful Christmases. But we got a special guest today. Riverside Hawks basketball. Jared, you can introduce yourself a little bit.
How y'all doing? My name is Jared Noel. I'm Riverside basketball. I don't know. That's how I introduce myself.
No, I'm laughing at the chairs.
We moving on up.
I coach 9U and 12U at the Riverside Hawks up in Harlem, New York. Yeah.
Okay, got you. Well, our first thing we do is A-hole of the week. We spoke about Kanye. He can probably be every week. You know, him along with Trump, they can probably just take turns. You're an a-hole. You're an a-hole. You know, they can go back and forth.
Yeah.
But I decided to do Black Man of the Week. Shout out to the Kimba Mutombo. He's helping a young boy get a tumor removed from his face from the Congo, which is dope.
That was good.
That's extra
good.
dope. Flew him out to LA. That's what you do when you have money. Like, that's the type of things you do. Change somebody's life. I'm talking about this tumor is the size of
it's
huge. Like, it's about this big. So that can change your life. No matter where you're from, where you are. So that's definitely dope. Shout out to him, and just even not just taking the money and saying, well, get the tumor removed. Like, being through him, being with him every step of the way. Yep. At the visits, at the hospital. So it's definitely dope to see him out there. Ma, who you got today? Did you know?
Do I have to do Black Man of the Week? Or
you can
can
do Black
I do
Woman
Asshole of the Week?
You can do
Black
A-hole of
Woman
the
of the
Week.
Week.
You know, it's a holiday, so I'm in a cheerful mood.
You know what? I'm going to do Black Woman of the Week, and it goes out to Gabrielle Union. Let me tell you.
Shout out to you.
But first I need to apologize because we was cracking on her, like, after, you know.
I still agree on it.
No. But you know what? Dwayne Wade spoke about it, and when he said it, I felt like he was talking to me. Because he was like, people were saying, why she got a hospital gown on, and why she's in the lane. And we said that word for word. So I'm like,
guilty.
I felt really, really bad. But it's a beautiful thing when you can have a child. Even to this day, with my daughter being 24 and my son being 22, I still find it like overwhelming to be able to carry a human being in your body. Like that's still, it's crazy to me to be able to do that.
That's an amazing thing.
And
so many people are doing it, and that's why I choose not to, because there's so many babies out here. You could go get you one.
I want a grandbaby.
You could go get you one. So many kids without parents.
No. I want the DNA. I need the DNA. But I just want to say, and then people were coming down on her for kissing her baby. That's her damn baby.
That's her baby.
She can kiss that baby wherever she wants. And let me tell you something. I still give my daughter, my son, kiss on the cheek.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say,
still
don't be talking about you out here pecking us in the mouth.
No. But I give kisses on the cheek because they're my children. So people was coming down on her. So she's just dope. Their relationship is dope, and I am so happy that she has that baby because
shout out to his other baby
hard.
we never see.
Oh, well, we don't see that.
I mean, we're not going to see the mistake, baby.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to. No, I'm just saying.
That's still a gift from God.
It is a gift from God, but we don't want to talk about it. But I'm just happy for her and the baby, and God bless them. And, you know, Dwayne Wade about to be out the league, so he can stay home and take care of the baby with her while she work.
Yeah, his last dance, definitely. So let's get into a little NBA basketball before we move on to something else basketball-oriented, but just for the youth. But first, we want to talk about the Lakers. Kuzma's been a good second option, but we're really wondering, like, can this dude really sustain being a second option and being that all season long and being able to be consistent with it? What you think?
I think he needs time. He's
sophomore,
I think he needs time. He's definitely showing it in spurts, though.
He can be.
He can be, but it needs time. I think a lot of people just want the Lakers to be great. Oh, LeBron is there, and it's not gonna happen.
But let me tell
right
you,
now.
a lot of people. Let me say, I agree with that, and a lot of people got to understand it takes time, and LeBron understands that. Even though he gets frustrated because he's so used to being at a certain level at a certain time in the NBA during the season. However, the fact that they are where they are now, to me, is big.
I mean, you got LeBron James.
You do got the best player in the world.
Best
that
player
is true.
in the world.
Definitely. So this is another
Bron.
question. With players, period, in the NBA, sometimes I always think that if you don't form your game or you don't find something you can do very, very well, you kind of get lost. and you don't, in my personal opinion, don't become. Everybody's not LeBron. Everybody can't do a little bit of everything well. Some
That's
people
true.
have to find something they can do well and be able to do it for the rest
At
of
a
their
high
career.
level, I
So I'm
agree.
trying to figure out where's Kuzma going to go in that spectrum.
Oh, that's a good question.
He's undersized as a big. He plays power forward, small forward. He's not big enough to really guard a real big, and then he ain't small enough to.
Get
he
down
just,
and guard a guard.
He just has it though.
Yeah, he has that thing.
He
but-
has that
but
flair.
like,
Yeah.
when I know he has it, I see it, but it's like I feel like I don't know if it's gonna be maybe like a pick and pop. You can hit that mid range like all day, or just something that
I could see the 3-point
or the 3-point.
I
Like
could
the,
see that happening.
you know,
Listen,
something that's a staple
Just
in your
from
game. That-
his from last year to this year, his body has improved. He's worked on his body, so this is showing me that he really, really, really wants to do and be great. He was a steal in the draft. He
Definitely.
wasn't a lottery pick.
Definitely.
So I just think that he wants to be great. So I think he's going to be fine. You're playing next to the best player in the world.
But
he makes
with
you
this-
want to play better. You should want to play
with
better.
this high surge for like success so fast, it's like, yo, it's like we want to see Kuzma grow, but we already know the Lakers are trying to have a certain amount of success. LeBron is getting older. It's reality.
Yeah.
You bring another guy in there who right now can be a consistent second option, and then you have Kuzma as a third. That's gonna, with anybody, you bring another guy, it's gonna stunt his growth because he's not gonna be able to have that freedom or as many shots, as many touches. Only one basketball.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. You bring somebody in now, while he's still young.
Yeah.
It gives him a
Give him
chance.
time.
It gives him time.
And then
know?
the good part about it is you're playing with a superstar who do not mind
Sharing
passing
basketball,
the
yeah.
ball.
Exactly.
So that makes it a lot easier. You're not playing with Kobe, who's not going to pass it now unless he know for 100% sure you're going to knock the shot down. And he's giving you one opportunity, and if you don't knock the shot down, you're not getting the ball no more. It's over. It
Yeah,
could be
man.
4 players on him. He's not passing.
Kobe is a hard
Okay?
teammate, man. I'm
So-
telling you.
That's that Mamba mentality.
Right,
get
but
it
with
right the first time.
LeBron is a different type of creature. He wants to get his team involved. He's a Magic Johnson. That's the style of play. He wants to get his team involved. He wants everybody to be great. So he's going to give you he's going to keep telling you
I
shoot the
just
ball,
don't want
shoot the
Kuzma
ball.
to get lost.
I
I think
it's more.
Kuzma gonna be fine.
I think it's more gift than curse.
It's going to be fine.
I think it's more gift than
We'll
curse.
see.
He's going to be fine. I think out of anybody on that team right now to date, Kuzma is going to be fine.
I'm taking him over Brandon Ingram.
Oh, all day long.
Okay.
I take him
Listen,
all day. They can get rid of Brandon right now.
This
To me,
is my
it
only
don't
worry.
matter.
This is my only worry about Kuzma. There's nothing about him.
That's special.
Nothing. Not him physically, and not his game.
But did you-
He's very aggressive.
Hold
Yes,
on, but
he
Shelby,
has
did
that-
you see
listen,
his body transformation from last year
Of
to
course,
this year?
of course.
Okay.
He gets paid millions of dollars to play basketball. It should be like that. When
But
I'm
not
saying-
all of them are like
listen,
that.
I'm just saying that's an expectation for me. People who don't are ashamed, who don't take care of themselves, who get all you do is play basketball for millions of dollars. So if you don't take care of your body, you don't want to be here. That's obvious. But I'm just saying, like, there's nothing special about Kuzma physically. And there's nothing special about his game. He has an it factor, that mentality. But let me see another guy who just has that mentality and he's a nut. Like, it's a lot of guys like that. Like, who just like, go get mine.
No,
Or-
but Kuzma to me, he just screams improvement. Like he wants to be great. He strives for it. And I don't believe, to me, Brandon Ingram, I just think he's out there playing. Me personally, looking at him, I don't see him
But-
wanting to, I don't think he
I think with Brandon
fits
Ingram
there. I don't
too,
think
we've
he
had
fits
this
there.
conversation. And that's my main thing. I feel like Brandon Ingram just doesn't fit.
He needs to go.
That's it. He just doesn't fit.
gotta
I don't.
go.
But I know, like, just looking at him from a basketball standpoint, it's like, yo, this dude could be, if in the right place or with the right mindset, he could be
I had him when he came into the league. I was like, oh, like KD
looking at his
again.
body. Like, you looking at his body. That's what I'm saying. This dude could be special in the right scenario and right situation. It's just a mentality. He just doesn't.
Do you think it's LeBron stunting his growth?
I said that last show.
If you
I
look,
said
if
that.
you look at the numbers when they're on the court
Together.
and off the court, definitely.
And it's not. I don't feel like it's a LeBron fault thing. It's just
They
it
play the
happens.
same position.
It's one basketball.
Yep.
They play the same position.
Yeah, and I feel like Kuzma is more successful with the basketball in his hands. He's not the off the ball type of guy. He's more successful with the ball in his hand. That's just what I feel about him.
Well, when you have a great like LeBron,
Yeah, he just needs to be moved.
it's going to be different things. He
needs to
has
be
to go.
moved. He needs to be moved,
It's not
yeah.
going to help him to stay, and it's not going to help the team if
Yeah,
he stays.
it's definitely.
they're
stunting
gonna
his
make
growth.
that
He needs
move.
to be moved. He definitely needs to be moved.
So I hope he hurt with his little ankle injury so he can get him the hell up out of there. Don't try to prolong that ankle injury, Ingram. We already know what it is.
I mean, Magic
okay?
said they not getting rid of their young core.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not
that
for a
could be.
superstar.
Listen,
That was the statement.
Yeah.
And not getting rid of my youth unless it's for a superstar. So I guess
Bullshit
if the
walks.
right,
I'm telling you, his
if
ass is outta here.
If the right player comes around, Ingram is going to be on the table.
he better be. That's
As good as
Anthony
Kuzma
Davis.
is,
Anthony Davis.
listen, he's out of there.
Ingram is going to be on that table like, yo, we want that dude because
You gotta go.
His upside, he has a positive upside as far as just looking at it from a basketball point. He got a positive upside.
But the problem is you don't, again, like I said, if you look at the numbers with them on and off the court with each other, there's a big dip. When him and LeBron are playing with each other, when LeBron is not on the court with him, his numbers are good. So you don't want to, what you're doing is now is you're messing up his development. So he has to go, and he has to understand that we got the king. Sorry, Ingram.
If you want to last in this league, go find
You got to
somewhere
go
to-
find some.
You got to find somewhere to fit.
Go
Definitely.
somewhere else because it's not here.
Definitely.
And another player I feel they need to get rid of is Lonzo Ball.
Nobody taking him.
You know what I feel? I feel
Nobody
like
taking him. Nobody investing that much in him.
his father spoke a good talk for him.
I was about to say his father messed that whole situation.
His
Magic
father-
invested in him. Nobody is investing that much in him.
He got to go.
I think he has an upside. I think his fault. I think we had high expectations because
Because what his father said.
of what his father was doing.
He put,
Again.
he put a thing on his back.
Again,
A big target.
100%.
I'll take things as they are. When he came out the league, I was looking at his body. This dude ain't lightning fast. He ain't jumping out the gym.
I mean, he's 6'6", 6'7". Point guard.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But
You don't give up open wide layups to pass the ball out. Like that,
That happens to everybody.
he would have been on the bench.
he has a very lackadaisical attitude.
Extremely.
I think that's the part
But he
that
had
annoys
that
me.
same way since college. If you watch him play, he just plays. Like I never ever, maybe I missed it, but I've never seen him like aggressive.
No, I've
And
never. And
He's just like,
I don't know.
doo-doo, I'm playing ball.
It's like you want
Like,
dudes to be even toned and not be too emotional.
I want to be a
But it's
rapper,
like
but
he's
I'm
just
playing
blank.
basketball. Like I don't know what.
Yeah, it's like like, I want to do something else, but I'm
You
gonna
know,
bounce this ball.
I might, I want to be, I want to be another Jay-Z or what he wore, a Nas shirt or some disrespectful shit he did, right? Come
He
on.
said somebody was better than Nas.
It wasn't
Yeah,
him.
it was somebody.
It was somebody. Some
It was
little
somebody
rapper.
from the mumble rap.
Yeah, mumble rap gang. Yeah, one of them dudes.
Do,
Yeah.
all right, but do you blame him? That's his era.
True.
He don't understand real rap.
No, I blame him.
Yeah, because
We ain't too far apart in
That's
age.
true.
But that brother's dumb.
Yeah, that's true.
That brother's dumb. Let me not say that their mom is sick, but that's what happens when you ain't fully acquainted with your culture.
Oh,
Right.
that's She is white.
Yeah, she's white.
The
Yeah,
whole
but
she
she's been
got,
sick.
she has cancer or
Yeah.
a tumor or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So let's talk about Toronto. They've been a pleasant surprise of the East. We got
I
Kawhi up.
wasn't surprised.
I would just say a pleasant surprise as far as we got Kawhi up for, they were saying early MVP guesses and the way he's been playing. I'm not surprised by how Kawhi is playing. I'm surprised more that Laurie looks like this.
Listen, you got to remember they was number one in the East last year too, though. But they didn't have Kawhi.
I know
Laurie-
the playoffs is not here yet. Everybody is playoff
I was
weary.
just about to
when
say.
it comes to Laurie.
Because Larry is
Listen,
like
He looks good now, and then
playoffs come, he's thinking up. But
April,
see,
May is over.
but listen,
Yeah, that's true.
the good thing is they do not have LeBron on the East now, so there's no reason to be afraid.
And they
So
don't
who-
have DeRozan either.
Who do you think can be a good contender for Toronto? We talk about Boston, and
I think Boston is going to be I think it's going to be Boston and
I
and
know
the
you heard
Raptors.
a
You
team
think
just being too deep.
The
I feel like
Boston is
Boston's
extremely
about to
too
have
deep.
a-
right now.
They're about to have like a whole explosion over there in Boston.
They
I'm
too
telling
deep.
you.
You know who I'm nervous about? The Bucks.
Nervous as in can take off or sink.
They
I
just
think they're
didn't
gonna
they just do
take
some
off.
trades? They just traded some people over there, right?
The
They
Bucks-
got rid of the Deli. He went back to
Oh
Cleveland.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Delly
yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah.
Yeah, the
and
Delly.
Henson.
Yeah,
Henson.
Henson. Yeah,
Yep.
that's not a
And-
big.
No, it's not.
They're
But
clearing up room.
but
They're
you know
trying
what
to clear
though?
up that
But
money.
I like the Deli. I'm sorry, like the Deli. His
He
defense.
had,
like-
he
I
had
like
a
the
good
Delly, too.
season
I like
because he
the
played
Delly.
with the King.
You go there, you get a little sandwich, honey glazed turkey, lettuce.
No
That's
mayonnaise.
all the deli is
salt,
good
pepper.
for. Yeah.
I don't want no mayonnaise though.
If LeBron is not at the deli, then I don't know. I'm sorry, that's a different deli when LeBron is not at the
I
deli.
mean, LeBron got him paid
Sandwiches.
though. He got paid.
Yeah,
Oh, he got them. Let me tell you
Everybody
something.
got paid.
Everybody got paid.
Yeah,
He
everybody get
he
paid.
had the Deli looking like a superstar. I didn't know who the hell he was until LeBron came back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, who was the Deli? Like, they nicknamed him.
I think personally, the Bucks are gonna do something. I think they're gonna give Toronto a run for their money
In the playoffs?
in the East. And Giannis is, oh my gosh.
Greek freak
But
is
you know what? We also got to
I've
remember.
never seen a name fit so perfectly. That dude is.
We
a
also
freaking
got to
amazing.
remember Kawhi is accident prone too.
Yeah, he's
so
injury prone. He
you
definitely
gotta
is.
make
Not
sure
gonna
he
lie. I
don't
told
have
you,
no
you can't
major
be
injury.
just saying stuff like
Shelby.
that. You can't. That's an athlete cardinal rule. You just can't be
Yeah,
saying stuff about
sure
athletes being injured. Like no.
The Green Room said, "What do we think about Anthony Davis to your,
his
oh,
Lakers.
those aren't.
Oh,
What was he repping? He was repping them.
Yeah, he
last-
been
oh,
repping
okay,
the
my
Lakers.
bad.
Yeah,
We want him there.
Definitely.
Get Ingram out of
definitely
there.
want oh.
Definitely want that there.
Yeah,
This
that'd
is my
be great.
question, right? For Anthony
But
Davis, what do we give up?
he get a lot of injuries too, though.
He's injury prone.
What do you give up?
Yeah, everything.
Whatever they want.
Whatever.
You give up Ingram?
whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
We
Minus
give up
LeBron.
Magic.
Like
Y'all could get Magic. Y'all could get
Kobe.
the statues,
Y'all could
everything.
get Kareem go over there.
Shaq, everybody.
Give 'em
No,
up.
definitely. No, that's definitely a good look for the Lakers. Of course, Anthony Davis to me is
But
not
he's
only
injury
a phenomenal
prone, too.
player, but he's one of those trendsetters in my personal opinion basketball.
He is
like,
injury
we're
prone.
seeing
Like
a
he's
big being able to
always
put the ball on the
injured.
floor.
Center.
A center, yeah, it's different than a big
Because he started out as a point
As a
guard.
guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blew up. Yeah,
Yeah,
And then-
he just got tall out of
and then
nowhere.
Turned around and was 7 feet.
Right. So it's like he got
Yeah.
those. But that's why I feel like this going off topic just a tiny bit with children. Like my nephew is playing basketball. He's in junior high school, and my brother went to his game, and he said everybody was taking threes. Everybody shooting threes. Everybody shooting threes.
But see, we'll get into that conversation later
Okay,
because
yeah, you're right.
that's
Right.
directly
You're
what
right.
we're talking about.
Yeah,
how
it's
they
just-
spill
it's just
into
crazy.
Youth basketball.
Yeah,
They're only going to do what they see.
What they see.
When
Everybody
I
want
was-
to be Stephen Curry.
I'm telling you, it's just it's reality. It's reality.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
reality. But we'll see. Let's see what else we gonna roll into. Oh yeah, of course. You see the Suns trade Trevor Ariza to the Wizards for Kelly Oubre and
I was mad. I thought he was
Austin
going to come
Rivers.
to the Lakers, though.
Yeah.
I really wanted
wanted
him.
that.
Me
I
too.
wanted
I
that
thought it
defensive
was.
I wanted that
three-point shooting.
defensively.
Yeah,
and
we need
leadership.
that.
To me, Trevor Ariza is a true professional. You never hear nothing crazy about him in the news.
He plays hard.
He plays hard.
Yeah.
Goes home. You never hear
Yeah.
him out beating his wife or cheating on his wife or
Not yet.
yeah, you right.
Where he going?
To the Wizards.
Oh, he gonna be-
everybody's story come
Oh,
out.
he gonna be. He gonna be angry over there.
Yeah, it's a little toxic over there right
a
now.
little.
His
Yo,
wife gonna come home. Didn't I say I wanted chicken?
the Wizards, yo.
Babe,
The
but you told me
Wizards-
steak earlier. Chicken, we lost. Oh.
The Wizards,
Get
I
this
swear to
chicken
God,
done.
yo, they're like when you play in a park and y'all lose by like one and y'all all want to fight because he made you lose or she made you lose. Like, yo, it's so toxic over there. They look cringy.
They
in
have no
pictures.
leader.
Yeah, and
There
that's
is
the
no
thing.
leader.
There's no leader.
They have
yeah.
no leader.
There's nobody to say, yo, put this petty stuff aside. We're here to win basketball games. Like, that's about it. All we want to do is win basketball games.
Exactly.
So, yeah. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen with the Wizards, though, as far as how that's going to pan out?
they said they
Blow up.
said they put everybody on the chopping block. They said the whole team is on the
A
chopping block.
Yeah.
to be able to get traded.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean, they got rid of Kelly like Oubre. Like this is a young
A
stud.
young-
Like,
Yeah.
that just goes to show like it's over.
It's over. They're
Yeah.
trying to move
Yeah,
everything.
it's over.
Listen,
But-
I always
yo.
believed in John Wall. I think when he leaves there, he goes somewhere where there's a leader because he needs a leader. He needs leadership. He cannot lead. I'm sorry.
He's not a. I don't think he's Batman.
No,
He's
he's definitely
definitely
Robin. And he needs
not.
a Batman. And if he gets that right Batman,
But
I think he can be great. It's still time. He needs to stop drinking and partying, according to Stephen A.
He's
Smith.
20. What is he? 25.
Well, look, you should not be drinking like the night before a game.
he's definitely still 25, but we all
You're
know
making millions
the
of
type
dollars. I want
the
you to
type
be in
the
shape.
type of
I want you to do your
professionalism
job.
You should bring
To the
to
table.
the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to, if you now. I'm sorry.
Drink on
If
the
you
off
wanna-
season because
if
y'all not
you-
going to the playoffs.
If you're
So
serious,
you got enough
Listen,
time to drink.
listen.
when the
If you're
season is
serious
over.
about being a winner, then that's a
You
certain type
sacrifice
of
it.
Big if.
Yeah,
That's
if
right.
You're serious.
That's a
If you're
big
not,
if.
And you just
He's
want to
not
play ball,
serious
get
over
money,
there.
and dress.
And
then
throw
this is for you.
and throwing blood signs. He's not serious over there. He's
Nah,
not.
if you want to just get money, play ball, dress, get girls, and that's your lifestyle. You want to drink the night before the game. You gonna party. You gonna be, but
J.R. Smith 2.0.
Oh my God, J.R.
J.R.
Smith.
Smith for better.
Where
Yeah,
is
I'm
he?
like,
Is he like?
he doesn't have a job right now.
Nah, he's still in
Oh, he
Cleveland.
signed with. Did he sign with?
No,
No,
he's
that
still-
was Swaggy P.
Swaggy P just signed with
P signed with Denver.
Denver.
Denver
Swaggy P
Nuggets,
signed with
yeah.
Denver. What do y'all think
I
about?
think that's a
I
good
like
look.
Denver.
I think
like
that's
Denver.
Denver's
Denver's
on the
gonna
rise.
make
I
some
think-
noise.
Yeah, I think that's a good look with him over there. She shoots the three. I don't know about his defense, but he do shoot the hell out that ball. He gonna shoot it. He don't care where he's shooting from.
Yeah, I definitely like Swaggy. He's fearless. Like, you don't get that in a lot
Yeah,
of
he don't
shooters.
care.
Like he's a shooter.
He got a
you gotta
little.
be
He got a little
fearless.
championship now. He thinks he's a He's a champion, even though he was coming off the bench. Did he ever start? Probably a few. Right?
I think when somebody was hurt, he started.
Yeah.
Him and J.R. Smith are like brothers from another mother.
Yeah,
But, he had his shirt off at the parade. He was like, "Oh, shout out to my brother. They hating on you. Nah, brother, we just want you to put a shirt on."
Exactly. He want to carry around the trophy.
Congrats. Like,
he want to take the trophy. He want to take. No, you don't get to take the trophy home. Bench players do not take the trophy home. Okay.
Bench player.
He might not ever see one again. So
That's his
he
problem.
got.
He ain't taking it home. You're gonna get your ring when the season start over again. That's it. But J.R. Smith needed to just
we keep
retire.
bouncing back to the Lakers because there's a lot of crap. Caldwell Pope, he's requesting a trade.
He wants out.
To be out of there.
Yo,
He
can't handle
he
it.
just look mad old in the face. I know that's
He
mad
do.
on top.
I
He
did
like
not-
an old man.
I didn't realize that he was that young. But why do he want to trade?
He's not playing.
Because they put him on the chopping block. They put him on the chopping block.
And he's not playing.
Damn.
He's not playing.
All he had to do was do what he did last year. And you have one of the best passers in the game on your team. Just do what you did last year.
Honestly,
bad for him because-
him wanting to trade and be on the chopping block, I think is good. I just don't think he fits. I know it's crazy, but some people just, even though you might have fit last, things change. You just don't
They
fit.
do change.
You
But see,
know,
you know
go
what?
on
Let me
with
tell you
yourself.
something. People, and that's probably it's a gift and a curse of playing with a superstar. Because the gift is, of course, you're number 5 in the West now, when you wasn't last year.
Yeah.
The curse is anybody can go at any given time.
It's a lot of pressure.
Right, I feel bad.
yeah.
I feel bad because you know why I feel bad? Because nobody gonna want to play with LeBron. I don't give a shit about those players.
It's a lot of pressure.
I just feel bad because no one is gonna want to come and play with LeBron because they're gonna be afraid
Of the pressure.
if I don't show up, my ass is
question.
out of there.
Question. A lot of people argue that, and I'm a little basketball nerd. Sometimes I be on like basketball chat sites.
Dude, I was on your computer like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I be arguing with
She
a whole bunch
really
of
be
white people.
on chat?
I be on basketball chat
I'm
sites.
like,
What? It's, no,
all
honestly,
these windows
honestly,
open and she going in. I'm like,
honestly,
okay.
it's how I get a lot of my questions, or it's how I hear a lot of different people's opinions, and I might
That
change
makes sense.
mine. It
Right.
might change mine. You might say something I've never heard before amongst people I talk to. But honestly, I was arguing with a dude about last week, and he basically was like, it's impossible to play with him because you got all of this pressure. But on the flip side, I said, but look at all of the things you're able to do when you play with him. The success, being in a certain limelight, being able to play in the championship.
Look at the money you get the following year.
That's true. But even if you lose, bro, you played in the
Yeah.
championship.
Yeah.
Your likelihood of playing in the championship. What was J.R. Smith's likelihood? What was his likelihood of playing in the championship and then winning one? Like, come
Right.
on.
And then going on a
It was
parade with no
close
shirt
to
on. Then
none.
crying, talking about people
His
don't.
father worked
Yeah.
so hard. Like, what was your likelihood of doing any of that?
It
So
wouldn't
it's like,
happen.
yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but it's like your likelihood, bro. Like, you wouldn't have did none of this in your
Right.
But you know what?
wouldn't
You
have
also
did it.
got to understand this, and I get it. And like I said, it bothers me because LeBron is just like what's his name? Rondo was like, it's like playing with the president.
Mm-hmm.
You come outside your hotel, it's lines. The bus,
Yeah,
it's
the media
so many
is
people.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
it is crazy. So it is a lot.
Something
It
to
is a
adjust to.
lot, but. It's a lot even playing in the NBA. That's a blessing to even be able to play like that and get millions and 1000000s of dollars to do something that you love to do. So it comes with the job. So when LeBron comes to your team, you know now if you was not doing what you were supposed to do in the gym, you wasn't working on your body, you wasn't taking your
gonna
prep.
show.
You exactly.
gonna show.
You got to
Yeah.
get in there and you got.
And-
That's what
and
I'm
I
saying.
think that's the
That's what
difference.
I'm saying.
It
This
shows
dude
on
really,
a high,
really
on a
want
bigger
it.
scale.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like before when you was in, let's see, when you was I don't even know, when you was on Memphis and you wasn't doing nothing, you wasn't taking care of your body, nobody
It doesn't
really
show that
paid
bad.
attention.
Exactly.
But now you in LA, it's like, bro, oh yeah, you look 10 pounds heavier. You ain't working on your
It's kind of hard for me to talk on this subject because, like, I get killed all the time because I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
me too. Shoot
it's,
me.
it's kind of tough for me to talk about, LeBron because
yeah.
they like, oh, you just biased. No, it's just the truth.
It's the
It's
real.
the truth, yeah, it's
It's
real.
real.
It's real. But you know what I've realized too, aside from just LeBron in general, people don't, even basketball players, people have played basketball forever, don't have a genuine respect for dudes who work on their game.
They don't.
Because the NBA, it's a shift of, it's a lot more dudes who don't work on their game than do.
Than there is.
So then it's like, it's accepted for you not to. Like, I listen to dudes argue, I'm like, this is the type of behavior you accept. You go to the games, you pay $100 for tickets. Then you buy a jersey, that's another $100. You sit there, you buy NBA TV or whatever, that's another $100-something. And then you tell me, oh, Melo lazy. You gotta
That's
be.
And
okay.
that's unacceptable.
This is what we gonna accept as a fan.
My thing is that people always saying, "Oh no, don't say he's finished. Don't say." Listen, If you do not,
And not
on
just
the off
him, just
season,
in general, like
in the off season, you come back when the season come back and you're a little bit overweight and you're looking sluggish and you're not up to par. That's your fault. Because in the
on you,
off
man.
season is where you have the opportunity. First of all, Mello, you ain't going to the playoffs, so you have a lot of time to work on your body and your craft. Should he be on the decline right now? I don't believe so. I don't think he should be totally on the decline.
I mean, he went through a lot personally.
He put himself through a lot personally.
Right.
No one told him to cheat on his wife.
Right.
No one told him to have a baby.
Whoa.
I'm just listen. That's you know what? But that's personal. When you go to work, right, and you dealing with stuff at home or whatever. When you come to work, nobody gives a shit about your life at
Right.
home.
You got to get that job done.
You got to smile. You got to
Right.
come in and smile with the bull crap and be nice because you still have a job.
But
You're getting paid to do a job.
As a coach, I know you've heard it before, or even as a player, like your personal life directly
It
coincides
ties in.
with your
No, listen,
professional life.
it do,
especially when you play in a sport, like bro.
but that's your fault when you out there having
I'm not-
unprotected sex
I'm not-
with. What was she a stripper? I don't even know who this
I'm
girl
not
is.
making-
Internet model.
I'm not making excuses for him. What I'm saying is that your personal life definitely directly
It do.
coincides.
That's just why LeBron
Yeah.
is always on the straight and narrow
I
because he
remember-
understands that.
Yeah, I remember when I was at South Shore and Anwar would go talk to your teachers, right? Before practice. And then we would practice and let's say I'm having a bad practice. And he would be like, that's because you failed that test. You can't stop thinking about that test you failed. And I'm like,
Actually, I don't even care.
I'm like, I didn't even get the grade yet. Now I'm worried about the test I failed. I didn't even know I failed. You know you would study. You know you would study. So now you think about that test
Anwar
you
was
failed
emotional,
all
but
week.
he was real though.
Yo,
yeah, that's
but
true.
definitely, I definitely remember times
He said you
thinking
failed
about
that test. Anwar is
thinking
crazy.
about personal issues or just things you didn't finish in school. You got a project, you had practice, you know you need more time. You get out of here at 8.
Well,
you got to run home.
Well,
and, you know
the difference is, speaking on Mello, when I'm coming to see your game and I'm paying $200 or $300 to sit courtside or thousands or whatever I'm paying, I don't give a shit about your personal life. No one told you to go sleep with a girl unprotected, get a baby, and you and Lala is feuding, and she don't want to be with you no more. Then the baby mother is on Instagram doing all kind of stupid chicken head shit. That's your fault. I need you to play basketball.
You got 1,000 fans screaming, "Oh, you cheated on
That's
Lala!"
his problem.
the same thing that happened to
Tristan Thompson.
Thompson.
But
Yeah.
that's his problem. That's
You
not
cheated
our
on
problem.
Chloe. Like, come on, we don't even care
Do
about
you see
that.
anybody saying LeBron cheated on Savannah?
Nope.
Please, LeBron, don't cheat.
Nobody
Please.
even
Like, I'm
really
just
did Wade dirty like that. When
They
you see it.
didn't.
They
And he
did
had a
Wade
baby.
dirty.
Because he didn't really. We're not
And
gonna
then
talk
they were
about
saying,
that.
then they were
We're not
saying,
gonna talk about that.
no. But
See,
hold on.
you see, I stopped myself.
But
But
the
They was on a
difference-
break. I don't think we
That's
gonna make
what-
babies on a
No,
break.
you're not supposed to make a baby on a break. But
see,
they
I stopped myself.
They were on a break. He was with Lala.
This
He
sounds like an
cheated,
episode of Friends or something.
and he had a baby. And now he wants sympathy. You don't get no fucking sympathy. You get millions of dollars. Get your punk ass out there, play basketball, go home and deal with your problem. Take care of your little daughter. She's a beautiful little girl too. May
seen
I
her?
add. Yes, she's beautiful. She's
Oh, I
all on
didn't
it.
see
Her mother is like, you know how that go, like my baby and all that bullshit. So yeah, she just
I didn't
turned
see
1.
it.
She's beautiful, but that's a personal problem. You got married. We don't care. We don't give a shit.
She shouldn't.
Now,
have
this is a
even been at the
situation,
games.
before we get into some other basketball stuff, this is a situation I ain't really want to touch. That's why I didn't post nothing about it on
What's
social
that?
media. Dwight Howard. So,
You see what I mean? You see? Now he's not playing. He's out for 9 months. He's
didn't-
about to have a baby.
I didn't really want to touch the situation. I just didn't. I didn't post nothing about it. Not one quote, nothing, not one meme,
Did
nothing.
I post something? No, right?
No, I'd have deleted it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, but I don't know what's you know Charlamagne gave homegirl or
The
whoever,
person,
the person
Donkey of the
Donkey
Day.
of the Day, and I agree with him definitely. You know
Mhm.
you can't. I agree with that term. You just can't weaponize your sexuality and just be out here slaying folks. But bruh, y'all, you know when you doing what you're doing, I feel like I need to take a little page out of Jay-Z book. We don't got no videos of Jay-Z cheating.
Right.
We ain't got no text messages. We ain't
Nope.
got no emails.
Nope.
We don't got no phone calls or no recordings. Somebody
how-
signed something. Y'all
How
gotta
did
get it
Beyonce?
together.
So how did Beyonce
Because she
find out?
just knew.
Oh.
You don't come home, where are you?
That's
That's
true.
personal image between them and them two. But we don't got like, yo, you see that?
We
Like
do.
Offset, he crying on the gram about he want Cardi back every
Trying to
2
get
days.
all his friends.
Like,
They'll get.
Yeah, yo, but that's because it's
Go
video,
sit down,
bro. Are
Offset.
you out here with chicks? What y'all?
Yeah,
just
you
gotta
you got the one you was cheating on. She's on TMZ, making
Y'all just-
videos of
listen,
crying, fake
No
tears.
matter
It's
what you're
garbage.
doing, if you wanted to be under the table, get some
But this
paperwork
era
that
is
says
different.
It's different. Everything
This
is this.
era is
Cameras,
different.
cameras. I'm taking cameras. Matter of fact, before you walk into the hotel room, get undressed. You put on like one of those
Man,
little
I've
white.
been had a metal detector.
No, you know those little white. You know those little
belt. Take off your shoes.
No, you know those little white painting suits, painters. You put that on, butt ass naked. Now you can come in.
Nah, because people.
Now you can come in.
People are doing people dirty. I've never seen in my life that like.
It's a trend.
But it's not. Listen,
I'm about to make you a meme.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not. Listen, let me tell you something. Do I think it's wrong when women do that? But it's also at the end of the day, if you don't call me and you don't hit me up if you're married, that's on you. So whatever I do in my video and my information, that's on you. You know why? Because listen to what I'm saying. Because I do not have to respect your wife. You got to respect your wife. Because a lot of times those women is out there doing that on purpose. So if she's out there doing that on purpose,
check this out.
It comes to the territory.
I don't agree that. I definitely agree that you don't have to respect his wife or whatever. Just the notion that women know that these dudes be married and be doing what they doing. That is
disgraceful.
That's
agree.
What gets me upset. It's like, these dudes can't hide that they married all this money. Everybody know.
Right.
But
do
y'all
not mess with married men, women, and women.
What you laughing for? Nah,
do
that's
not
the thing
mess
that
with
get me.
married
and then that's
women.
what gets me mad. Then you have the audacity because he giving you money, paying your bills.
Yeah.
You deck your kids. They ain't even his kids. Then you have the audacity. He don't want to talk.
He
to
paying
you
your
no
mama
more.
bills because he's scared.
Yeah. Now
I ain't paying
you
nothing.
put a
Tell
video
fucking.
on-
You see what Kevin Hart did?
Yeah,
Kevin
that's
Hart
true.
said, "Listen, fuck it. You ain't gonna be blackmailed. You know, $50 million. Listen, I cheated. I did X, Y, and Z, and I'm being blackmailed. That's the only reason why he told.
Yeah, because he was getting blackmailed.
And he wouldn't have told. He'd have kept that shit a secret. But anyway.
Yeah. But
I feel bad for Dwight Howard, but whatever his sexual preference, I don't agree with that. I feel like whoever this person
and that's
is,
a sensitive subject, man.
she's doing that,
He
or
didn't
he's
even-
doing that on
he didn't even-
purpose.
like you gotta realize the whole world found out.
But he
this
do
is
got
who-
some skeptical kind of videos we seen after that. Like, sorry, like
Hence
Yeah,
why
they
you
out
didn't
there.
post, right?
They out there. Yeah, that's why I did. I'm like, yo, I'm staying away from this because, yo, it's more than just. It's this happened, but like it got videos of him grabbing his teammates' junk and all this.
But my question is, dude,
Why you let him do it?
why you let him do that?
Yeah.
It would have been a fight.
Yeah.
I'd have hit him with the chair. It would have
Right.
been a fight on the bitch.
Yeah.
You grabbing my nuts on national TV, and then he grab them? Then he just said he jumped and turned back around with the conversation.
Yeah, that was.
So
that
this
was
is what
crazy.
y'all do?
That was crazy.
He grabbed on your
That was crazy.
penis all the
All
time.
right, Mom, we get it. He grabbed his junk, his nuts, his penis. We get it. How many different variations of his privates are you gonna name?
It's just crazy. I can't believe that.
Definitely. But let's get into some not really a halftime show, but the latter part of our show. We really wanted to talk about. We spoke about it earlier. How all these kids want to shoot threes. We just wanted to speak
Everybody's
about
Stephen Curry.
how social media and the media of just basketball in the world period directly affects the youth and just affects basketball. I know it has to be frustrating for you coaching. I know it has
It's
to
tough.
because you're trying to, like, these kids see these people doing this and they see success. So then you have to tell them.
No,
like,
but the question is,
they didn't start here.
But
So
the
you
question
just
is
can't
this:
go do
are
that.
you? No, hold on, because you got some coaches that let that fly.
No.
The question is, are you teaching them the basics and the fundamentals first?
You have to.
Okay.
You have to. If you see my quote on my Instagram page, it's easier to teach good habits than to break bad ones.
Yeah,
100%. I agree.
Like you
I
have to teach the fundamentals, and that's not going on nowadays.
No.
Like you said, kids see social media, and all they see is the finished
Success.
product.
Yeah.
All they see is the finished
They
product.
don't
So
see-
they
the
come in the
highlights.
gym.
They see the highlights.
They come in the gym and they Euro stepping before they even making a left hand layup.
That's 100% true. That's
Makes no
100%
sense.
True.
No, it don't.
I remember, and this is even, and I was in high school, 10 years ago, my first year of high school. I remember coming in the gym, and like we would shoot around before practice, before you walk out. And I remember, we would be doing half court shots. That's our shoot around. So instead of us shooting free throws or
Working on
even
game
a
shots.
jump shot, it's something you would shoot in a game.
Layups
We had half
and
court like
left
"Oh,
hand,
let's
right
not
hand."
hit it first.
No,
Like,
you ain't gonna
it's
never
first
shoot
thing
that in the
you know.
game.
You're never gonna shoot that in a basketball game. So I definitely know, like, it's a lot. I see it even on Instagram with, first of all of these, it's a lot of coaches out here. And I see a lot of their tactics, and I'm looking like, what is this you teaching this 12-year-old? What is this? I know homie probably don't got a good left hand, probably can't even go left really.
Can't dribble.
But like, you got him doing step
That's
back
because
threes.
everybody nowadays is a trainer.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I get a YouTube page. I get an IG. I'm a
camera. Yeah, you good. Some
I'm a trainer.
cones
I'm a
and a
trainer.
ball. Yeah.
Cones are not moving.
Yeah.
I got my
The
stuff set up
cones are
at my
not
house.
moving.
I'm a trainer.
No, for real, it's real. Like I watch a lot of
Just
some, like,
$200 per class. Kidding.
now everybody's a trainer, and these kids, man, they getting misguided basketball wise.
Yeah,
It's
they
not what
are.
it is. It's not what it is.
I mean, I came up in a different era. It showed, and not on social media. And this is what I'm saying. Like,
No
you
social
had
media,
to,
exactly.
you had to show and prove when you stepped in between those lines.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't about how many followers you had and like
Nope.
where you were ranked at, and you
How
know,
many dunks you can do, and
And everything was word of mouth. Yo, he nice.
Right.
I heard it from
Because-
somebody else.
Right.
He nice.
with her,
Yeah.
she's left-handed, naturally left-handed. But her dad and I used to teach her to dribble with her right hand, to the point where when she got to high school, her coach Anwar was like, "Are you sure she's left-handed?" So I'm like, I gave birth to her. I promise. He calls me. He goes to her classroom. She's writing. He calls, "Oh, she is left-handed." Anwar, are you retarded? I told you she's left. But her right hand was so strong because she already can play with the left. The right was the weak, but it became stronger. It actually became stronger than the left hand. That he didn't even believe she was naturally left-handed. These days, kids aren't learning that. They're not learning you got to be able to dribble the ball, and it doesn't matter your size. I think every basketball player, especially when the kids is growing up, because nobody's coming out their mama 6 feet.
Yeah.
but even the way
Teach them how to dribble. Teach them the fundamentals.
the way that the game is going now, shout out to Coach Durham. It's the other coach for the 6th grade team. Durham player. Y'all probably heard of him. Real big on the NYC basketball. He let the kids know just the other day. I don't care if you're 6 feet now at 12 years old. You're a guard.
That's right.
Because that's the way the game is being played right now.
I was about to ask you that. So, do you train kids? Are you
According
forced
to
to
size?
train? No. Are you forced? Because basketball definitely has taken a big shift from
Yeah.
even 10 years ago when I was in high school. It's not the same. So, do you train kids according to what? I'm not gonna say the trend, but what way basketball is going?
You have to. If their goal, right, is to, we're not even gonna talk about the NBA.
It's professional.
If we're not,
College.
let's say college. Let's say
Yeah.
if that's your goal, you have to teach them what they want to get to.
Yeah.
You have to teach that. If you're not teaching that, then you're not doing them justice.
No justice,
You're not
right.
giving
At
them a
all.
chance. I tell people all the time, like I watch coming out of high school, I watch so many boys leaving high school and they're about like say for high school it seems big, 6'5", 6'6". You're a guard, bro, and going to college and can't handle. Can't rip through and get by somebody. Can't just not to the left,
Back
not
to the
right.
basket.
Yeah, like
Can't
who
do
you
nothing
gonna
right.
post
Can't
Who
do
you
up?
posting up?
He's 6'10".
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen the down, and then these are the same guys who are like high school superstars.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest reason why, and I know people don't want to hear it, New York City basketball is on like it's not as far as the success rate.
There was a huge decline.
It's a decline because homie is 6'6". He's nice. He's athletic. He getting busy in high school. You are a guard. He can't dribble.
Let me tell you something now, though. I think New York basketball now is on the up and coming. It's like these younger kids now, they're different. They're different.
They
I
want
think
to be in the gym. They want to train.
they're
They want to,
different.
yeah.
And I think the
definitely see
culture
have
is
to.
coming back.
the culture, yeah.
Because I believe like guys from our generation,
are starting to coach now.
are starting to coach now.
They
So
have to.
so it's coming back around.
Do you know Damon? I don't know what y'all would call him. Well, he was a coach. He's been a coach for.
probably do.
You gotta know Damon. Like he coached for New Heights at one time. He coached for so many different. I'll show you a picture after.
Okay.
But
He's one of the coaches that my son coached under him for years. And when I mean fundamental, like to the letter. He was so
definitely an older school like type of basketball
Right.
player. Like
right.
you got to be able to handle, get by people, not handle just to handle, to get by.
Get to
With a
get
purpose.
by
Yeah, to
people.
With a
get by
purpose.
somebody. Yeah,
Right, not
simple.
to just do it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in one
Get by
mixtape.
somebody.
I need you
Yeah.
to be able to make a move with that in one mixtape. You got going on. So he was definitely that type of coach. And those are the
Definitely,
type of coaches that's needed
basketball
right
is
now.
taking a shift. I remember being in college, and you all know that it's a certain date everybody can start practicing. So
Right.
before that, all coaches do to run you to death, and then you can scrimmage, but he's not even in there.
He's not even watching the
He's not even
scrimmages.
watching, but
Yeah.
sometimes he'll walk through, and then he would just to see exactly what he had and what it looked like against other players, and he started nicknaming us for watching us play. And then he was like, "I think I'm gonna call you old school." I'm like, "What? that name is whack. He was like, no, I like it. It's just
Who your
my college
your
coach.
college coach?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we don't do nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. I was never listen. We're gonna get to the bucket. We're gonna finish.
It.
I'm not doing
That's
all
it.
this fancy stuff.
You
It
don't
take too
need
much
to
energy.
listen.
We still gotta play D.
Right.
We
One
gotta
thing-
hold this energy,
One
man.
thing, Tim Duncan to me,
Big fundamental.
big fundamental, the most boring player to watch in the world.
I hated watching Tim Duncan play.
But
I
if
hated
That
you-
stat line was beautiful.
Yes,
every
at the
game.
end of
But
the
if
game.
you wanted to model your game behind fundamentals, he did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did, and he did it extremely well. He didn't have no fancy nothing.
So what are some of the?
Nothing.
I know all these kids because I remember that's crazy. We talking about Carmelo when I was in high school. Like
she loved
Carmelo was a scorer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was my dude. Like yo, I love his game. He can score.
did.
That was my guy. I was like yeah, that's how I want to score like
Well,
him.
he's an offensive machine.
Yeah, especially at that point, like 7-8 years ago.
But
What are some of the who are some of the names you hear in the gym from your kids?
Steph Curry.
of
Oh,
course,
Lord.
yeah, 'cause
Steph Curry.
That's it?
everybody
Steph
wants
Curry.
to be Steph Curry.
And
Steph
as much
Curry.
as I love Steph Curry, bro, I hate for kids to look at
You know,
that.
but you know what has to happen. You know
I
what? You
hate
know what?
it.
You know what Steph Curry needs to do. He needs to really do something where he can just kind of like grab the attention
Maybe
of
he
all
can do
these
one of them
children.
little corny Nike commercials. I wasn't always here.
He do because
know one of those?
you know why? Because all they see him is, oh my god, he can shoot the ball from
But he
anywhere.
put in
A lot of
A
a lot of work.
work.
He
He
didn't just
spent
come
a lot
out
of years
exactly
in the NBA not
producing
that.
and being
Right.
great.
You know what I'm saying?
But he
So-
needs to do that. He needs to do some type of commercial or something.
So you hear
And let these kids understand, like, I know everybody, and it's a listen, there's nothing wrong with him. He's a family man, he's God-fearing, he's a great
it's
basketball player.
nothing wrong with
But
him. But I hate for them to watch that.
and
that's
think
all
that's
they
what it
know.
is. Right.
He
That-
needs to do
he's
something to
probably
let
the
them know
worst
where he
player-
started from.
He's probably the worst player to look at.
A-
and
100%.
Right now at a kid's young age,
100%.
9, 10, 11, 12, like, and watch that. Oh,
You know who else
man.
I feel like? James Harden too.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
another guy.
James Harden. I hear his name in the gym. I love Kyrie. Kyrie. I hear his name in the gym.
Yeah.
But that's usually for my point guards. Like they love Kyrie.
Kyrie,
Yeah.
The
Um,
handles. Layup package.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed off with the Houston Rockets and those referees. I'm sorry. I just got to talk
20
about that.
times to the line.
That is ridiculous. And to the point where, that Lakers started playing defense like
With their
this.
hands behind their
Like,
back.
Let me ask you a question.
Come on.
That's a good thing. Now, as a coach, what is your reaction to that? Besides just getting peed off and probably getting text to the
To your
Billy
team?
Powell, what is your reaction to that? What do you tell your team?
I don't know, but I would have told him take your fucking hands from behind your back. But but I don't know.
So-
It's hard.
God bless the dead. Larry Majors, right? Is my high school coach, Paul Robeson High School. Take his head off. I mean, I know it's I know it's the NBA.
You have those players.
Time out.
Coaches have
Take
those
his
players that you
head
send them in
Yo.
there to bang on people and come out.
I was talking to Thomas. I was talking to Thomas last night, and I was like, "Yo, at that point, they calling
Take his
that-
head off.
They calling that. Oh, you think we playing physical now?
Right.
Wait.
You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm
But
going
see,
full
with
throttle.
this new NBA, it's kind
Take
of
me.
hard.
You can't
We gonna-
touch
we gonna
it.
have to do it.
You get
Flagrant
But-
tools.
but-
You're gonna have your whole team in the locker room.
I'm sorry.
hold on.
We're gonna lose anyway. They're
But hold
down
on.
20 times.
This is
With
why
a
you
potential
have
of 40 points.
this
Right.
is
What
why
do we
you
have to lose
Right.
at this point?
this is why you have those players on your bench
Right.
that you put in the game for that purpose.
Right. She's a
Point in
clothesline
case,
homie.
my niece Diamond, one of the roughest girls you could have ever met. Her coach used to say, "Get in there and bang on them." She would get in there and she would get a bunch of freaking fouls, but she would slow their asses down because she was a girl. She was tough. Bang on them like, "Diamond, come on, you banging too much." But you need that type of player that can get in there. We need some intimidation.
But
y'all want to
also-
call a foul? Y'all gonna call a
Also,
foul?
watching
Real
a lot
one.
of ESPN this morning, this afternoon. It's like, yo, and you've seen these refs. They got the referee committee, whoever they are. He just told you these refs. They get emotional, being mad. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
Calling
this is your
petty
job.
text. Yeah,
This is your
yeah.
job.
Exactly.
How dare you? I feel like you was being petty, like for real. Like, oh, you got something to say? Watch next play.
Watch.
you.
They
Watch
did.
it come
They
down.
did.
You
They did.
cannot do that. Who was that talking on with Chris Webber? He was highly upset. He was like, nah, you can't do that.
You right. The
just can't
Muslim
do
model
that.
said every coach / team has goon players. You right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's-
yeah.
Put
you
him
have
in
that
there.
dude.
Get in there.
You have that dude.
Yo, I
Not
teach-
James Harden on his ass right now.
I teach all my
Take 'em
kids.
out.
Listen, if you lacking on defense, right? If you miss the spot or you miss the defensive play, if you're gonna foul him.
Foul him.
Foul him.
Hard.
He's not supposed to get the
shot
ball.
up. Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's
you know what? I'm kind of happy my son didn't play against your team because
Nah,
my child got fouled. I
listen,
was the mother. I ran on courts.
Mama, you have
I
to,
stopped games.
You have to admit, aren't you very annoyed when somebody go to foul somebody and he gets a shot up?
No, okay, I am. But when it's not against my
you
child,
wasted your foul.
Your
He
foul?
got an
no.
and
But
one.
my son
Come
had a
on,
coach.
man. Up
My son had a coach one time. I heard this coach say to his player, "Foul him." My son is running up the court with the ball. The boy pushed my son face down
I don't think that's what he meant.
to the floor. Right? I run on the court. My son
Ready to
coach,
go.
It was on.
Go time.
My son coach drags me outside. He go, "You can't do that." I was like, "Did you hear that, coach?" He said, "Evelyn, you can't do that."
Oh, you can't do
I
that.
come back in, and my son was little. He was in junior high school. I come back in. My son said, "Mom," and my son was, all my boy wanted to do was look nice and play basketball. He was no problem. Never was in no problems. He said, "Mom, I got this. Chill out." My niece, because she played on his team, my niece hurt you after the game. She threatened him.
She ready to go.
She want to fight the boy. My son just want to play ball.
Yeah.
He said, "Mom, I got this.
She's
I'm
a
okay.
goalie.
I'm okay." When I mean he whipped their ass
lit them up.
single-handedly,
Let them up.
Every player,
the father's like, he can't go left, went left.
every
Can't do
player responds to that type of
after the
thing
game.
differently.
He was like, "Mom, I'm okay." But this the instinct as being a parent. My son's face could have been bloody. Like,
Yeah.
I was really upset, but I get it. Because sometimes you do need to have, you got to have a goon player. Everybody had those players.
What's the name say there?
Haslam is one of the best goon players ever from the Heat. Oh yeah, he
Has-
looked like
did.
he looked like
Sure
one of those
did.
goon
Yeah,
players.
has him look like he'll smush your mother. Like, say something else. I'll
Like
slap your mother in front of you.
like Draymond Green. Did he curse at Kevin Durant mother?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely says some Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. I'm a very nonchalant individual.
Yeah, you
My
real
teammate
calm.
is not cursing at my mother.
No.
We're not doing that. We won't be teammates no more. Why? Because I'm gonna kill you.
We're gonna have it's gonna be some problems.
We're not doing that. How you gonna curse my mother and we just supposed to come back to practice tomorrow?
Right.
Hey, what's up? You want to come to the crib?
Right.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, come to the
Thanksgiving.
house.
Yeah.
Come to the
Yo,
house.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Come to the house.
Cursing
My mother made
out.
cake. Like, come
Crazy.
on, no.
Nah, but it's definitely I see a lot of you see a lot of the social media just spilling into these kids and spilling into like when I watch basketball to a point with high school basketball and things like that, or even go to the park, it's like it's just not the same.
The park.
I remember going to the park.
That goes on still?
That's another question.
Oh,
Kids don't go to the park. I used to live in the park.
That goes on still?
Kids don't go to the park.
They
They
used to
have
be in
no
the
type
park
of competitive
sun up to
spirit.
sundown.
And this is why, and it's another reason. People keep saying, "Oh, the NBA is making basketball soft," and they are a big part because they're making all these rules and stipulations.
Yeah,
but if you ain't never played in a park and got beat up playing ball,
Mhm.
you don't know what a beating is.
Yeah.
You don't know what a
Definitely.
beating
Definitely
is.
not.
You don't know which one is, baby.
That's where you learn your
supposed
game
to
at.
leave the park, body hurting, like
Elbow chafed, everything.
body hurting. I've never,
Broken fingers, fractured.
yeah.
Everything.
Coming
Everything.
home, she got jammed. She pulling them out herself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
everything.
what are you doing?
If you ain't never played in a park, and I think that's where you just get your competitive spirit. You learn, in my personal opinion, patience.
Yeah.
You learn how to adapt to different situations, how to play with different people.
Because it was weird for them because when they've been in, my son and daughter and my niece, since they were 6 years old, they've been playing organized basketball. So when they would go to the park, they playing with each other and they play with each other for so long, they calling plays and the other kids like, what the hell are they doing? Like they playing the game how they were taught how to play the game.
But that's when you learn how to adapt. Like
Right.
a lot
Exactly.
of people in the park. It's good to play people in the park because they don't really know how to play, so they just automatically go to physicality.
Yeah.
Automatically.
But that's what that helps you though.
Just playing in different times in the park. When I was in high school in the summertime, my pops used to go up to Broward Park.
We gotta get the Muslim model back up here.
He used to play with older dudes. Now these dudes is 35, 40 years old. I'm
Yeah.
not stronger than you.
Oh, he used to have a
I
plane with
can't do
them.
nothing to you physically. I have to adapt. What I would do against a girl, I can't do none of that
Yeah.
against them. I gotta come off a screen and hit a jump shot. Now I gotta do something.
Gotta change the
different.
game.
Right, you
gotta
have
change
to.
it. A lot of these kids don't know how to do that. They meet somebody like their match and can't adapt to what's going on. They can't change.
It's funny you said that. That's what social media kills as well. There's no more like rivalries.
Yeah, like
Everybody,
it's no
like,
more. I never seen you play,
the bro.
Yeah.
That's the bro.
Yeah.
No, that's not your bro.
Listen, that's one thing I fought with LeBron. That's one thing
And
I don't
he's
like
very
about
friendly.
him.
He's very
He's
friendly.
too damn friendly.
Very friendly.
I feel like this, and Charles Barkley, I don't really agree with everything he said because he's a clown. But he was right. Like, we're not friends when we on the court. When we on the court, I'm not shaking your hand. If you're not on my team, I'm not doing none of that.
I see you after.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like
see you
Dwayne
after.
Wade, I
You
love you.
gotta
Like,
get
cook
after.
food on a
Yeah.
Sunday. I'm gonna go to your crib after the game. But we're not doing our handshake. We're no longer teammates.
But
I'm
then-
whipping your ass. It's
I feel
personal.
like just the origin of basketball, just it being in a park, takes away from the surprise factor. Like I would just remember, I remember coming into high school, and I had never seen, like, it was a girl, her name was Crop. She went to Jefferson. I had never seen her play. So it ain't no highlight tape.
Right.
Social media wasn't that popular
No,
back
it
Right.
then.
wasn't.
Ain't no highlight tape. But then I
Wasn't.
remember, we sitting in the gym, we watching her play before we play. They playing somebody else, and I'm like, she is not, like, just a surprise factor. Not I seen your highlight tape on
Yeah,
YouTube
I'm already
last
ready.
night. I'm already ready. Like,
Yeah.
just a surprise factor of just that's what brings the rivalry. You've never seen me play.
But see, the kids
I've never
don't-
seen
But
you
I've
play.
heard about
I
you.
heard about you.
But
And
you
I'm
know
coming
what?
I'm
to
ready.
see you.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the kids don't
Yeah.
understand a highlight tape is what is
A
A
highlight.
highlight. You don't
They're
see.
not showing the
Right.
4 or 5 or 6
Right.
turnovers.
I.e., this is why
Right.
the
The 10
college coaches
mixed
come to
free
see
throws.
you play.
Right.
You can send as many highlight tapes if you want.
It
If
don't
they want
matter.
you, they're coming to see
That's
you play.
right.
Because I don't want to see your highlight tape. It's the best editors in the world.
It came to a point where I had to. I wouldn't let my son.
How old is your son?
He's 12.
Oh, okay.
Right. I wouldn't let him look at social media before, like, 2-3 days before a game.
Yeah, watching.
No, put it down. You lock in, get focused. I'm trying to teach him that now, so that when he gets
Have
there,
the same
all that
mentality.
bro code and listen,
It is none of that. I
No,
hate
we
that.
came from a
It's a
different era.
game.
Yeah,
It's a competition.
it's a competition.
We're
I
here-
want to beat you.
We're here to
Right.
compete. We could be cool after. We're here to compete.
Because I might foul you hard and you're going to listen, you're getting fouled. If I feel
Even
like
so much to, I feel like people be stunting their growth just with teammates. Y'all remember the day one we got to college and we scrimmaging. They dropped me off. Everybody parents leaving. So we ball players. We going to scrimmage.
That
We
was a
scrimmaging.
sad day of
We
my
was
life,
ready to
one
kill
of the
each other.
saddest days.
Why? Because we know we all here. We trying to play. We trying to
Funny
get a
story.
starting spot. Like, I'm ready to kill you. I don't even know you. I met you 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Funny story. When I went to Nassau Community College, one of my boys, my boy to this day, Pringle, when we met each other, he was the guard that was coming for my spot.
Yeah, like
Right.
wow.
So that's how we met. So we met. Hey, what's up, man? When we got on that court,
I'm ready to kill you. I'm ready to kill you.
elbows, like he's from the Bronx, I'm from Brooklyn, so that's already.
Oh, yeah.
that's
already
already-
I'm ready to kill you.
So I'm like, yo,
I'm ready to kill you.
you're not taking this spot. Like,
Exactly. We're gonna have
I'm
to
that
kill
guy.
me.
Like, you gonna
And
have
we
to
was-
take me out,
And
and
we
Yes.
was all tight knit. We used to get in practice, boy.
and it's
Let me
going
tell you, I'm
down.
wiping my sweat on you. I'm trying to do anything. to get
Stepping
under
on your
skin.
toes.
All that.
Everything.
They
I'm
were
pulling
trying to
it.
hurt you?
We're not trying to hurt each other.
Oh.
It's just the fact that we gonna hang out. We gonna go to the
The
caf.
mom, hold
we
on,
gonna
that was
chill.
the mom in her. Just, you gotta understand.
We gonna hang out. We gonna go to the caf. We gonna chill. But bro, this is my spot.
Right. You're
You
not
ain't
getting
getting
this.
this.
You're not getting this.
You're not getting this.
Right.
You're not getting this spot. This is my spot. So it's just even that amongst teammates. Like, bro, you don't want to start. That's your bro. You don't want to start though.
Exactly.
I want to
I want to start.
Yeah.
That's what I came
My
here to
mother
do.
came to see me play.
Right.
You don't want to start? That's your bro. Nah, I ain't gonna do that to my bro.
Oh, it's done.
Okay.
Bro, I'm taking you out.
Okay.
Right. Your bro gonna be signing that letter. You gonna be like this.
Yeah, sitting there.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. You know?
They ain't ask for me either. No, they did not.
No, I
You
took
don't
your
wanna
spot.
compete.
You ain't want this spot.
Right.
I no, you said I'm gonna take your word for it because you're more involved in the youthful basketball that New York City basketball is.
I'm telling you.
on the
I'm telling
rise.
you.
I
Look
hope
out for
so.
these 8th graders, these
Now.
7th graders, these 6th graders now. When
They're
they get to
coming.
high school, man, listen. It's gonna
Because
be.
I
It's
remember-
coming
I
back.
remember going to high school and
I
feeling
love
like, yo,
watching kids play.
and going
Oh
to
my
high school
God.
and feeling like basketball was like it was such a culture.
It was
Like,
everything.
I remember
It
our
was.
first game
It
when I
was.
was in high school as a freshman, and we played Jeff. And if you ever been in the Jeff gym,
Yes.
You feel like you're going to die.
It's so small.
1,000
You feel like
degrees.
you're going to
It's
die
1,000
in that
degrees.
gym.
It's 15,000 people, only 10 seats.
People upstairs.
Everybody in there, tight packed.
They
sweating
almost
on
falling
each
over
other.
this thing upstairs.
You
Yo.
don't know when the shootout
Yo,
might
right.
break out.
But,
You
like,
don't
to
know
me-
what's going to happen to
To
Jeff.
me, that's like the essence of New York City basketball. Like that
Our
right
game.
there, that's just.
Her dad used to play, and he said when he used to go to Jeff, one of his teammates had to have a weapon. Because they didn't
That's
know.
New York City
That's
Especially
basketball.
if you,
that's how it was for
especially
us.
if you won.
Listen, that's New York City basketball.
Right.
You gotta have a weapon to leave the gym.
Right. That's how it was for us playing against boys and girls. Roberson versus boys and girls was
had to have a
oh
weapon.
my God,
That's
it was crazy.
You gotta have a
It was
weapon.
crazy.
I remember when my son went to play in Jeff one time, and it was so crowded that we couldn't even come in. So me and his dad waited in the car outside, like we ain't leaving him in this gym. He was like,
yo, those
my
feelings,
son, why didn't y'all leave? It's
not
8:00 at night.
those feelings just
Ain't
can't
gonna
be
happen.
mimicked. I remember my senior year when that's when they finally crossed over the PSAL and Bertram had to come to South Shore. Yeah, I always remember that feeling like we playing in South Shore, the gym is packed for a girls basketball game. Those feelings can't be mimicked. That's
Right.
what I want
Yeah.
to see basketball.
Those
feel
feelings
like.
It's
were-
coming back.
Yeah, like I want
Trust
that
me.
to
'Cause
feel like
Bertram-
that. Like, yo,
Bertram
they
and-
gotta
and-
come to Brooklyn to play.
Bertram
They gotta
was
come
big.
down here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Brooklyn.
like-
Let me tell you, and that's one thing about that's why I agree. Like with Anwar in South Shore, everybody hears South Shore and they think, oh my God, it's the worst school in the world. But let me tell you something: if you're playing under Anwar Gladden, he is going to be on your kid like
Stop
a cheap
shouting him
suit.
out like that. Like,
I love
I'm playing-
Anwar because
I'm playing-
Let
Anwar.
me tell you something.
That's
Anwar
my
is-
dude. That's
he's
my dude.
Anwar's
great.
my dude too,
You
but
know-
he ref a lot of my games, so you know
You do?
Yeah,
He's
man.
crazy.
Yeah,
Anwar is
we
is
gotta
good
talk
though.
to him. Like,
You gotta talk to
Yo,
him. Get it
man.
What's
together.
wrong with Anwar?
He's bugged out, man. You know he's bugged out. But
That's
he's
that
a
small
genuine-
person. He got that
small
little
man's
guy.
complex.
no, he's the coolest dude in the world.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when it comes to refing, yo, Anwar, man, come on, man.
I love Anwar. I mean, I'm just like
That's my
he
dude.
he really built that
He built that program.
South Shore
Yeah,
program.
definitely
They
did.
are undefeated.
Definitely did.
And but see, people in Brooklyn have to start sending their children to these Brooklyn schools,
Right.
But that's
especially
how,
that program.
but that's
He's going to
how-
make sure your kid
that's
is
how
good.
South Shore
Trust
was
me.
built, because he was getting the best kids out of Brooklyn.
He
And
was.
be able to get that, and they're not going to Bertram.
My daughter crossed the street wrong. I remember one time he called me and said, "Evelyn, Shelby pants is sagging." Dude, what should I do right now? I'm at home. I'm just telling you. Anwar, I'm going to talk to her. Shelby, pull your pants. Shelby, stop. Shelby didn't come to practice. Shelby ain't at practice.
Stop telling all
Anwar,
my business.
Anwar, I met Anwar. She's right here with me.
Stop
I
telling
know
all my
she's.
business.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
how he is.
Nah,
like
but for real, I definitely.
he was great. He's a
I
great
want
coach.
that New York, like that. Even his intensity, like just that New York City feel of basketball.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it has to feel like this. It gotta
You
feel
do.
like this. Like, it just gotta feel like, no matter what, like
we done
And that's
smacked
the
up
core
basketball.
That's the
That
next.
needs to come
That's the
back.
next thing that has to come back, because most of the
Back up.
kids that are good leave
Yep.
prep school.
prep
Go to
school,
these
they
prep
get 'em
schools
here.
out of town
That's crazy.
schools and stuff like that. Keep your kids here in these Brooklyn schools and stuff like that. It's good. You got some very, very good coaches. But the school,
I was about to say so many
It's the
different
school.
dynamics to that. you know?
right? It's
People want
hard.
their kids
Kids
to
to
go
be
to
safe
education.
and
Right.
want a good education.
And that's true, but I feel like also like the parents have to sit down with coaches and sit down with them and talk to them and believe
Yep.
and who
buy
they
into
are.
into
Say
the.
something about these parents nowadays, man.
Let me just.
Yo, and we want to think I'm playing. Now I can listen. I can only imagine that you know these parents are out of whack and crazy. They were like that before, but
Oh, I was definitely one of
she
those
was
crazy
definitely one of the
parents. Oh, I
crazy
was. I cursed
there's
Anwar
no
out a
such
couple
thing.
times too.
Listen, in my opinion, what would you rather? I know you deal with it. A parent that don't care, because I seen those. Won't even
Yeah.
get their kid a winter coat. A parent that don't care, or one of the wacky ones.
Take your time before you
I'm
answer that
choose
question.
I need an in between.
There's no such thing. If they care, they wacky. If they care,
Yeah,
they
you're
go
right.
crazy.
You're right.
They
Nah,
talk on the phone.
I'd rather a parent that's all in. I'd rather a parent that's
That's
all in.
all in. Yeah,
Definitely.
and they're gonna give you a little headache, but you know, she wilding out in school.
Mm-hmm.
Some parents you can't even call them about their kids.
Oh, they cursing you out.
Don't
Fuck
call
you
my
calling me
phone.
But
for?
my-
Yeah, about,
Shit. She ain't got to pay
But
no
you be-
damn
you be
basketball.
you be like
Get
this.
off my phone.
You be like, did you have her? Yeah. I'm just wanting to make sure I was calling the right person.
I don't give a damn. Sick of
Yeah.
you calling, because Anwar will make you say that though. Like he will call you sun up to sundown. It was annoying at times, but at the end of the day, I knew my child was in good hands, so he was not going to let nothing happen to her. He was going to get her in some school somewhere.
He lucky he made it.
And
out
his
alive.
turnover rate, yes, his turnover rate was really good in getting these girls in school. Really
I have to
was.
say, one last thing, yo, a lot of kids. He said one thing to me that stuck with me. He said one time he came in the gym. I guess he was having a hard day. He said, "You know, it's only one of me and it's 12 of y'all. I got to deal with 12 different personalities every day.
And they
You
women.
only got to deal with me. So y'all remember that. You know, all the youth remember that. It's not." You know, I know coaches are annoying, but he do got to deal with 12 different personalities, regardless of the fact you only
In the
got to deal
beginning,
with
Right.
he had some rough girls.
Yeah,
They used
right.
to try to
Yeah.
jump him and
So, you know,
everything.
shout-
God bless his soul.
Definitely want you to shout out your social media. You know, Riverside Hawks, definitely.
My Instagram right now, that's all I have.
Cool.
Is coach Brooklyn Jarrett.
That's about it.
That's
you
it, man.
Put,
Yeah,
put
I'm real.
Brooklyn in your name. Coach out Brooklyn Jarrett.
Coached out Brooklyn
Jarrett.
Don't
Jarrett.
get it twisted.
Yeah,
Nah, we
gotta
definitely
keep it because I'm coaching uptown, so I gotta.
Yeah,
keep
you got to keep it Brooklyn. I
Yeah.
hear you. We definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in to Basketball Way. This is a good show.
Yeah.
Talk about the
Definitely.
youth. Talk about the kids. They are the future.
They are the future Trump. The kids are the future Trump.
Oh, we're going to get out of here, y'all. Peace.